are you?
Okay.
London.
Yeah, good. A bit cold. Probably quite different weather-wise to where you are, I should think.
Yeah. Great.
Have you got gorgeous sunshine?
It's amazing here. It's so
Oh,
nice. It's heaven. But
oh.
what's the mood like in London?
It's all right. I mean, it's very strange here because we're still in lockdown, obviously, and then with everything that's going on, it's interesting. It's an interesting time.
Yeah, it's such a different story here. Obviously, did you watch the interview with Meghan and Harry?
Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know. It's what everybody's talking about at the moment, obviously, because there was so much in that people have heard.
Now tell me, you met Meghan how long ago?
I met Meghan before she was married to Harry, so that's a few years ago. And I met her actually. I have a skincare clinic in central London, and I met her. She was recommended to come and see me for a facial by a few of my clients, and that's how I first met her. And then have been treating her for the last few years for facials. I was lucky enough to be sort of involved in the whole royal wedding part as well.
And exciting to be part of the royal wedding.
Yeah, it was such an amazing time actually, and there was such an incredible sort of joyous buzz here about it all. It was so positive. It was really brilliant, and I was lucky enough to sort of be with her the night before to prepare her skin for the wedding. So I really sort of felt that amazing atmosphere that was here. I wasn't at the wedding, but I was with her the night before.
But that's even more intimate. I mean, the night before, it really is. Especially that wedding was so public. How was the mood? How was she feeling? Was she excited? Was she nervous?
She was excited, but she was very calm, but she is very calm. She has a very great serene sort of presence. Yeah, I think I'm sure very excited. How could you not be? Because it was such a incredible sort of day that was coming. But no, she was very calm. It was very nice. It was very peaceful.
Did she mention to you the wedding that had happened previously? Because I know in the Oprah interview, she'd said they'd actually got married a couple of days before.
No, she didn't. I didn't know that. I mean, a lot of the things that she talked about in the Oprah interview, I did know about. Because I've been around while quite a lot of that's going on, but that I didn't know. And I think that's really quite sweet because that's their real personal moment. Together, they are so very much in love. They're a very strong couple. They're so supportive of each other. And I think it's nice that they had that personal moment before they had the big fanfare and the beautiful wedding and the very public sort of appearance.
Yeah, you've actually seen them firsthand in their home. So you can actually attest to like their behavior with each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And they are, and I think I've heard a lot of people say it that do know them. They are very much in love and they're very together as a couple and they're very supportive of each other. And they're good fun. They're warm, very down to earth, very likable, very kind people. And I think, you know, they've both got a great spirit. And they're both very compassionate. You know, their real drive is helping people. No matter what it is, it could be the smallest of things through to obviously great big sort of charitable things, but they're always looking for ways to be able to help other people. And they work very much as a unit for that.
It's so important, isn't it? It's lovely to see that also as a friend, because I think you really did become part of her English family when you're so far away from home. So it's lovely to see a friend in such a nice atmosphere. And the house must have been gorgeous. You got to go and see the cottage they were living in?
I have, yes. Yeah, absolutely.
It must have been beautifully decorated.
Well, she's very stylish.
Yeah, so stylish. Now, what did you do for her skin to get her ready before the wedding? Any things we could do here to get that kind of beautiful glow that you're so famous for? I mean, your hands are insured for £1 million. Is that correct?
It is, yes.
So these are magic hands.
The magic hands. Yeah, I mean, a lot of what I do in my facials is using the hands, and it's manipulation of the skin. It's this gymnastics massage, lifting massage. And Meg has a really natural approach to beauty. So a lot of massage. I have a product called Overnight Facial, which actually I do have here. An overnight facial is literally this product that we massage into the skin during facials. And if you leave it to sink in, and the skin just gets this incredible sort of dewy, juicy glow to it. So yes, I think a lot of, I mean, the facials that I do are all very bespoke. So depending on what somebody's skin needs at that time. So if it's preparing for a shoot, if it's preparing for a wedding, if it's good general skin health maintenance, we can adapt it for it. And so, but in her treatments, we do lots of great massage.
So massage is key for Meghan. And you'd say if we wanted to get that kind of glow, like her overnight facial is a great product. It's something that Meghan swears by.
You can do lots of massage at home with overnight facial, but we also have a device that we developed to try to mimic what we're doing in the treatment room, which people can use at home to kind of get this intensive massage, to get that kind of sculpting and lifting and brightening and sort of get the blood flowing in the skin.
Now, I've seen that on Victoria Beckham, Liv Tyler, Anne Hathaway. Does Meghan have one of those as well?
She does.
Wow,
she does.
Love that.
It's a real favorite actually of most of our clients, because just it's such an easy thing to use. So you just pick it up and you massage with it. And I think, you know, lots of our clients use the range. So whether it's Hollywood A-listers or whether it's Meghan or many other people that use the products, and they'll obviously choose what's relevant for their skin.
Sure. Now, there were a lot of paparazzi pictures of you and Meghan, you walking with her to her car, her leaving. Did you really feel that she was hounded more than some of the other celebrities that come and visit you?
That's difficult to say, because obviously I'm not with them all the time, but it's the only time ever that I've got caught and packed outside the clinic. And we see so many famous people, you know, high profile people, and that's the only time that has happened. So I guess take from that what we will.
Yeah. Okay, so first impressions are everything. What was your first impression of Meghan?
Very down to earth, very warm, very friendly, approachable. You know, when I first met her, she was obviously a very famous actress. Suits was huge at the time. She had a very big profile before even all of this, the royal side of life, and just a very smart, kind, compassionate, warm, funny person, very, very down to earth. So for me in the clinic, when I'm working with my clients, you know, I treat them all very much the same. And she was really very much the same as everybody else that would come to me for a facial. And actually, I think it's that personality as well that has sort of meant that over this time, we've actually become friends. So not just a client, but actually developed a friendship. And I've spent time with her and her friends. And I think you can tell a lot about people by their friends, you know, the company that they keep and the types of friends that they have. You can see that in personalities and character. And I think just a very kind person.
Because you also do some of her other friends. You do Serena Williams as well, right? Did that come through Meghan? Did she recommend her to you?
I haven't actually seen Serena for a facial, but I know that she has used some of the products, because I saw actually on an interview with Vogue that she had one of my masks, but I haven't actually seen her for a facial.
Mm-hmm. What do you think of their decision to leave London?
I think it's a very brave decision. It obviously feels like the right thing for them to do, and I think everybody should really respect that. A massive decision to make, but if that's what they feel is right for them, then I think that's the right decision.
As your friend, do you see her? Do you think she's much happier now in America than she was in London?
I think so, and I hope so. It's a very different life over there to here in so many ways, isn't it? So, but with so much going on at the moment, it's probably difficult to see that.
Obviously, you watched the interview, and did you have any idea to the extent of some of the things they were going through, or did she kind of manage to kind of just soldier through?
I knew quite a part of it. I'd been through sort of some of the difficult times. To the extent that she talked about it in the interview, no. But certainly some of the moments, absolutely. I think it's been quite a challenging time. And I hope that people watching it see a sort of different side to everything now as well, because it's just sort of, it's been a time now that they could actually express things how they see it. And I think that people should really just listen and stop and and think about it all differently.
And do you think she's happy now that she's in the US?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think so.
And you obviously got to meet little baby Archie.
Yes.
He must be so adorable.
Yes, he's very cute. Absolutely. As you would imagine.
You haven't done a baby facial on Archie yet?
No. Maybe too young for that yet.
Never too
Peachy
young.
skin already, doesn't need anything.
Yeah, and she's a very hands-on mother, isn't she? Which is lovely to see. Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
And have you ever done Harry's face?
No.
No. You do a lot of men. I mean, I know you do David Beckham, so who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Victoria's been coming for many years, and so yes, I have seen David as well.
Obviously, you've had like all the things Piers Morgan has been saying, and I loved what you wrote on Instagram. It was so beautiful. Can you talk a little about that?
Yeah, I mean, there is so much negativity around in the UK so often surrounding them, and I just felt that I just needed to say something. It was International Women's Day. You know, we talk so much about women supporting women, about empowering other women, about encouraging people to sort of speak up and speak out. And at the same time, there was all this other sort of negative narrative going on around Meghan. And so really, I just wanted to say, you know, let's take a look at all of this from a different perspective and actually be supportive and encourage a strong woman to be able to speak and to be able to be herself and to be able to express herself. And I just wrote in the post as well, just a little sort of, I suppose, summary of how I see her, because I do have the fortune to actually know her. And I think there are so many people making opinions everywhere without actually ever having met a person. And all I've ever seen is a great person who I've sort of already described as very warm and kind and funny and compassionate. And I really wanted to just express that.
Yeah. So what's one thing you really want people to know about Meghan?
She's a good person in so many ways. I think if you'd have to describe, you know, sometimes people talk about inner and outer beauty. And I think with her, she is that real encapsulation of inner and outer beauty. She has a very good inner beauty. And obviously we see she's very beautiful on the outside as well, but she has a very good soul.
Oh, that's so lovely. And it's so nice to have, you know, women supporting women, like you say. I think it's so important now more than ever that we band together rather than apart. It's really, you know, all supporting.
And I think that's been happening so much more in so many ways, hasn't it? So you sort of feel that there needs to be an element of that around this whole situation. And I think people, certainly that I've spoken to, really feel that after seeing the interview and really recognizing some of the things that she was saying about how difficult it was. And it's almost, I think, shifted a lot of the thinking in terms of actually, let's be supportive rather than negative and attacking.
Totally. So the spas are going to open soon in London. I guess all your celebrity clients are desperate to see you, desperate for those £1 million hands to touch their face. Have you got a huge waiting list of people kind of waiting to come see you?
We have. And we get to reopen on the 12th of April. And we're already fully booked for the first sort of month, I think. And there are some people that are already booking their facials for every month for the whole year. So we're starting to see the normality come back into the diary and the clinic, everybody getting booked up. And we can't wait to see people. It has been such a long time. Sometimes we sit here and we think, is it really a year since this started? I mean, it's just crazy. So
VIPs as well, who have to be on film sets and things like that, they must be going nuts now. They need to come see you. So when someone, a celebrity like someone like Meghan or Victoria Beckham or Anne Hathaway comes to see you, do they actually come into your clinic or do you often go to them?
Mostly they come into the clinic. Yeah, I mean, I do sometimes see people at home, but yeah, they come into the clinic. We do a whole host of different sort of facial treatments. Everything is all about kind of the face and here, but we have technologies and machines and a lot of things as well as the hands. So in the clinic, we have access to all of that. So we can really tailor people's treatments and and give them what their skin really needs. But we also have the benefit, and this year actually has been so great to have my skincare range, because within that as well, we have some devices like steamers, like the massager, like a pore extractor, a microneedling device. So we've been able to help people at home to just ramp up their routines and to give them essentially treatments at home without actually physically being there. And we have a sort of skin concierge service on our website. So we've had a lot of people who said, I've got to film something, or just, I feel like I've aged 10 years this year, help me with my skin. And we're able to actually do that through products and advice and devices as well.
Amazing. And you must hopefully be coming here soon to the US, maybe to visit some of your clients.
I hope so. Actually, before, you know, the world changed, we were in LA quite a few times. So I came to do pre-Oscars facials. We were working in a lovely place there and seeing lots of my Hollywood clients, and also meeting lots of amazing new people in LA as well. So we were planning to be back another 2 or 3 times during this year, which obviously has got stopped. So we're waiting to come back and see you all over there.
Oh my gosh. So had you come here at the time when Meghan and Harry had moved, or no, because they moved?
No.
So you haven't, so you'll have to come
before that. Yeah, absolutely. It's on the list to be done. Yeah, well, definitely.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for your time and teaching us all about your products and how to get Meghan's beautiful glowing skin. I can't believe you literally did her skin the night before her wedding. That just blows my mind. That was just the most, she looked flawless, and that really was the, you know, wedding of the century. It was
and she looked fantastic. And it was interesting, Daniel Martin, who did her makeup for her on the day, often talks about, you know, he really didn't do too much to her at all. You really saw her beautiful skin and how she looked, and again sort of radiating that inner kind of beauty. She doesn't need very much of that. So it was a real privilege actually to be able to treat her the night before and just to spend that time with her.
So special. I mean, really, really special. Okay, Sarah, so if people want to get the Meghan Glow, where can they go to get your products?
They can go to our website, which is sarahchapman.com. The whole range is on there, and we have the online consultation services, and we can send these over to you in the US as well.
Fantastic. So I'm going to be ordering that overnight facial to get that Meghan pre-wedding glow on my skin then.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time and staying up late, because I know you're in London. So you're
so welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.